This was day 1, day 7 and day 14 of my natural hairline frontal wig install. And we all know how difficult it is to get your frontals to last even up to a week. But with this technique, your frontal install is going to be able to last you upwards of 14 days. And depending on how you keep it, it could take you to up to a month. I'm not going to be gatekeeping anything. So if you'd like to know exactly how I was able to achieve this hairstyle plus tools and techniques, definitely keep on watching this video up until the end. Now, everything I use in this video is going to be linked in my description box down below. This is a list of everything I used in this video to achieve a flawless and long-lasting install. Go ahead and take a screenshot and have all these products on hand as we go along with our install. I'm super excited about this satin bonnet find because finally I have a satin bonnet that doesn't run away from me when I wake up in the morning. So I'm going to start off. First things first, I need to make sure that my natural hair underneath the wig is well protected. So I've already gone in with my rosemary hair growth oil. I'm just going to go in with my chapter 2000 hair growth cream. And as you can see, I'm almost hitting pan, meaning I use this religiously. This is usually the last step for me. And I apply this in the parting and to the edges. Overall, I make sure that my hair under the wig is good. To lay my edges down and make sure that they are safe and protected underneath the wig, I'm going to be using the Got To Be Glued and brushing down my edges with an old toothbrush to make sure that everything is sleeked and safe under my wig cap. Wearing a frontal to me is somewhat a protective hairstyle, so I want to make sure that my hair in itself is completely protected and I'm not risking my edges or anything like that. So I'm going to be going in with my HD wig cap. This usually comes in 2 in a pack and I like to use both of them at the same time. So the first wig cap, I'm going to be using it to cover my natural hair. I'm going to put the second one on top and pull it down to make sure that it's super stretched out. As you can see in the demonstration, it's super stretched out, so covering my face completely. This is how I do my bald cap method. So I'm going to be going in with my Ebon Wonder Spray Lace Bond, a generous amount of that. And I like to use the one in the red bottle. And I spray on a generous amount of that to make sure that the wig cap stays. This is what I'm going to be using to secure the bald cap onto my head. I'm going to quickly hit with my blow dryer and make sure that it's on the cool setting. I'm going to do this for about 10 to 15 minutes to make sure that it's completely dried. All the while, I still have my wig cap stretched out. So pretty much I couldn't really see much around the side of the video. So you're gonna know why I do this as the video goes along. Now that the wig cap is completely dried, I'm gonna go in with my hair scissors and I'm gonna start to cut off the excess wig cap that I don't need. And I'm gonna be starting off from the middle section and I'm going to cut all around. Even though I'm removing the entire diameter section, I'm not going to completely cut it off. I'm going to leave the elastic band section and I'm going to use this as an extra form of security for my bald cap. In the end, I'm still going to have the whole elastic section intact, but at the back section, I'm going to pull on it and tie it at the back of my head. And this is going to just elongate or stretch out my face to give me that lifted face effect. This is just going to give you that snatched facelift effect that you usually get when you do your hair newly. I love that look so much. So this is how the whole front section is looking, and I'm going to go in and snip off any excess cap to neaten up the front of the bald cap. So once that's done, if I have any lifted sections, I'm going to go in with a small amount of hair glue, my rat tail comb, and I'm going to press that down and hit it with my blow dryer on a cool setting to make sure that all the lifted edges are completely laid down flat. Then I'm going to take my alcohol wipe and then wipe my face of any excess hairspray, glue, or anything else to give me a clean canvas to work with. Now that that's done, this is how everything is looking. I still have one more step for my bald cap method, and that is to go in with my skin tone foundation, and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match. If you're my shade twin, I'm going to be using the shade 9. I'm using a foundation brush and my mixing palette, and I just want to make sure that I'm not applying too much product. So I'm going to start off from the center of my bald cap and I'm going to tap the rest on the perimeter or on the diameters of the front section of my hair to make sure that it's completely blended out and I'm having that natural skin color. Because these HD laces, I'm not really going to get my skin tone shade. This is the next best thing. So once I'm satisfied with the entire blend, I'm going to go in with my alcohol wipes again, clean off any excess foundation that I have on my skin, and then I'm going to go in with my frontal glue guard. Now, I forgot to show the particular one that I used in the camera, but any particular lace guard you have should do the trick. This is just to protect your skin before you go in and apply your lace glue. The lace guard not only protects your skin, but it also helps the lace glue to adhere even better. So if you're a sensitive skin girly, applying a lace guard before your lace glue prevents any redness or irritation forming at the areas where you apply your frontal. I'm going to leave that to sit for a while, but I'm going to leave that to set and make sure that my skin is genuinely protected before I go in with my glue. But I just wanted to show you guys this layered bulb that I literally just finished making. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I just wanted to switch out my look a little bit, and you guys must have seen the final results in my previous video, or yeah, I think I had the same wig in my previous video. So let me know what you guys think about this wig, and I'm gonna place it. This wig comes with an elastic band, but I didn't add any combs because frankly speaking, I don't think I need them. I'm going to place it on my head for size, make sure that it fits perfectly and adjust it to where I want it to sit. And then I'm going to use my eyeliner pencil to mark out exactly where I want my glue to sit. I don't want to be applying excess glue. Less is more in this situation. I'm going to be using the pencil to outline the fronts of my hairline. But I think the color of the eyeliner pencil you're going to be using matters. This is the NYX Jumbo pencil in gold, I think. But if you have the NYX Jumbo pencil, the white one, you can use that or probably any eyeliner pencil that is going to show the markings clearly for you to be able to apply your glue. Now, as I'm marking it on the frontal, it's going to show directly on my skin. So that's where I'm going to apply the glue on those areas. This is just going to give me the points that I've placed on the perimeters of my hair. As you can see, when I lifted the frontal, you can clearly see them. So I'm going to be applying the lace frontal glue, and this is the one from for instance. For instance, sorry if I butchered the name, but I'm going to apply very, very small layers. I'm going to apply light layers of this, and I'm going to spread it out using a spatula, but you can use your rat tail comb to spread out the glue. Just make sure that you're spreading it out thinly and evenly. This is a much clearer picture of the lace system that I'm going to be using for my install, and this is a system that lasts me between 2 weeks to at least a month, depending on how many layers of this that you do before you apply your lace frontal. So I like to apply the first layer of the glue directly on my hairline, and I also make sure that a little bit goes onto the wig cap because skin produces oil, but the wig cap doesn't. So just help my bald cap method to lay super, super flat. I'm going to apply the glue to make sure there are no bumps. Everything is flat and seamless. On the contrary to popular belief, bald cap method damages or removes your hairline. I believe that it depends on exactly how you do your install. But for me, what I've found is that doing the bald cap method actually protects your hairline and prevents it from any damage. That's why I mentioned previously in this video that for me, applying a frontal is a form of protective styling. With this glue, 3 layers gets you 2 to 3 weeks of wear, but if you want your wig install or your frontal install to go upwards of a month, you have to do about 5 layers or more if you are comfortable with that. So the more the layers you apply, the longer your install is going to last. So now that the last layer is dried, I'm going to go in and lay down my lace and apply it little by little. I like to pull the lace a little in front of the glue before pressing it down and applying some pressure using my rat tail comb. This is just to enable the lace and the glue to adhere together. But guys, remember to go in with your blow dryer on a cool or warm setting, whichever one you're comfortable with, but make sure you're going in with your blow dryer after every application, after every layer application, to make sure that the glue is tacky before you go in and apply another layer of glue. Try to do this in small sections to make sure that you're not missing any parts of the frontal placement. Try to work in small sections. This really helps with frontal application. The key is to work in sections. The only thing I don't like about the frontal that I got is the fact that it's super ashy. I thought of tinting the lace, but I was a little too lazy, so I just went in with it. But I'm going to be able to make it work at the end of the video. You'll see, you'll see. You guys will see at the end of the video. So now I'm going to be going in with my elastic band, tying it until I feel my heartbeat in my head. And this is the first elastic band. I'm going to go in with the second elastic band to make sure that everything is tied down. And I'm going to leave this to sit for about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to go in with my blow dryer as usual to make sure that everything is super melted down. Now, if you're doing it right, this should feel like a boring process, but you can't imagine the relief I feel after taking off those elastic bands. I mean, come on, guys. So I'm going to be cutting the frontal. Finally, to cut your lace, you can use a razor blade. I'm more comfortable using the hair scissors, but just make sure that you are cutting in a zigzag motion, not just straight across. The best tip is to start off from the middle, and as I mentioned previously, work in small sections. So I'm going to try my best to cut off in small sections. Starting from the right section, I'm going to cut that off, and then I'm going to move on to the left section. But I'm not just going to cut straight across. I'm going to try my best to cut the lace in zigzag motions to make sure that nobody can really tell easily where the lace is starting and where the lace is ending all across my hairline. Now, once I'm done with this, I'm going to wipe off any excess glue, or I'm going to mainly be wiping off the um eyeliner pencil marks that I have, because I have the glue, I have the frontal placed exactly where I need it to be placed. For detailing, anywhere on the lace frontal where there wasn't enough glue applied, I'm going to go in with a tiny bit of glue and my rat tail comb, and I'm going to apply the glues on those particular areas and then press it down using the tip of my rat tail comb. Now I'm going to be applying a generous amount of lace tint, and this is the knob lace tint, and I'm going to be using an old toothbrush. Once I'm sure that that's dried up enough, I'm now going to go in with my Fantasia spritz, and this is what is going to melt that lace into your skin. I'm using the lace tint mainly because, as you can see, my lace is a bit ashy. As you can see, it's not a bit ashy, it's ashy as hell. So I'm going to go in with my lace tint to tint my lace to a more skin tone color. I didn't really do any baby hairs in this video, but around this section, if you're a baby hair person, you can go ahead and apply your baby hairs now before you go in and apply your elastic band to finally melt everything together. I left the elastic band to sit on my hair for about 30 minutes before I took it off, and as you can see, everything is melted down seamlessly. I'm now going to go in with my hot comb, and this is just to move back or clean up my edges of any rogue hairs that I have on that area. I'm also going to be cleaning up the side parting that I have on this wig to make sure that it's even more defined. So I'm going to be using my skin tone concealer. You can go a little lighter if you need the pattern to pop even more, but I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer, I think in the shade 550, to define my pattern. I'm thinking of filming a layering video. I'm thinking of filming a wig layering video. Let me know if this is something that you're also interested in the comment section down below, and I'll definitely be doing that for you guys. I'm just going to put in a little more curls in this wig and finish up my makeup and come back and show you guys the finished results. Now, this is the final results, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you learned something new, let me know in the comment section down below as well. And if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on your post notifications so you never ever miss out on any of my uploads. Without any further ado, enjoy the outro and I'll see you guys in my next video next week. But until then, bye bye.